It's me. Let's talk about my January TBR. Why am I the most chaotic person I know? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited because I'm talking about my January TBR. Now I know that it's like halfway through January already. Not really, we're only like 2 weeks in. Well, I guess 2 weeks is halfway. Either way, the month and the year has already started. Happy 2024 to all of you. That feels so weird rolling off my tongue. 2024, that's literally fucking wild. Anyways, I'm super excited to share all of the books that I want to read in January with you all. I really wanted to start the year off with momentum. We're bringing energy into 2024 because I set my reading goal as 60 books this year, and last year I only read 39 books. Only that's a little. That's definitely I'm very proud of myself for reading 39 books, but I'm shooting for 60 this year. So I really want to start the year off with some good energy books that I've been anticipating for a while. Just in general, books that I think that I'll really enjoy so that we can keep that momentum going throughout the year. Starting with the books that I already finished in January that were on my TBR, I first read My Life with the Water Boys. I don't know who this book is by. I read it on my Kindle and I already returned it, but this one is about a girl, Jackie, whose family passes away and she goes to live with her mom's best friend all the way across the country. And her mom's best friend has a household of 12 boys, the Water Boys. I had randomly stumbled upon the show on Netflix that's based off of this book, and I really enjoyed watching it, so I wanted to read the book and see how it compares because people were talking about the series and saying that some things were changed, and I just wanted to see what was changed myself since I like the show so much. I think that I would say I enjoyed the book better than I did the show. Just the storyline, I think I enjoyed a whole lot better before it was changed for television. I just really like the way that the book was written and how it was intended to be. So yeah, I really enjoyed that book. Definitely liked it better than the TV show. So if you've watched the TV show, go ahead and check the book out too. It's on Kindle Unlimited. Then I read The Storied Life of AJ Fikry. This one's by Gabrielle Zevin, and this just basically follows the life of AJ Fikry. AJ Fikry is a widower who lives in Ellis Island, and he runs a bookstore that he purchased with his late wife. One day, someone decides that they're going to leave AJ a little present in his bookstore. I recommend that you read this book as well. Moving on over. Those are the only books on my TBR that I've already read, but I am in progress reading Ruthless Vows. This one, obviously, I've been loving, and I already told you all that I was going to read this book without a doubt. I found myself really treasuring time reading this book. It's I only want to read this book if the conditions are absolutely perfect. I need my playlist on. I need the vibe completely set, because this book is so important to me. I really treasure this story and the relationship. So I've been taking my time with her and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll definitely let you all know what I think more in depth in my wrap up for January. But this one I already can tell you is one that you do not want to miss out on. I promise you that. So if you haven't read Divine Rivals yet, go ahead and get on it because you've got a duology to read. The next book that's on my January TBR is The Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is about the Naturals program, which is something formed by the FBI for gifted youth. Basically, all of the teenagers that are recruited for this program have a special skill set that they can bring to the table, and the FBI needs their help solving a serial killer case. So this is definitely going to be super entertaining. I think that I'm going to read this one after I finish Ruthless Vows because I haven't read something fast-paced, action-filled, that type of vibe in a little bit. So I'm excited to read the Natural series. I've been seeing everyone talk about the Natural series in their 2023 wrap-up, so I've been excited to read this book. Then we have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. This is a romance book, and I really haven't been reading a whole lot of romance because I've been so fantasy consumed, especially after reading the entire Prison Healer trilogy, which that vlog will be coming out soon. So it'll be nice jumping back into some romance books. This one is about Archer and his relationship with Bree. Archer's a very introverted person, doesn't really let a lot of people in or really form relationships with people at all. And Bree is just a girl new to town running from her past. From what I'm gathering, this book is set in a small town, and it also supposedly has the hero trope. So I'm excited to see how this all plays out, and I definitely do have high expectations considering that everyone and their mother has been telling everyone else and their mother to read this book. So I'll let you guys know in my wrap up what I thought about this one and if I think that it was living up to the hype. Okay, then we have The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. This book is supposed to be giving 13 going on 30. This girl is tired of like the same things going on every single day in her life. She's so freaking tired of her current situation. She just wants to skip to the good part. And I'm pretty sure she does wake up one day like completely in the future, living the good part of her life. So this one intrigued me. Honestly though, what drew it to me was the cover. This is a very pretty cover. And I haven't heard people talk about this. I think that it's a new release, honestly. So I'll have to see what my thoughts are on this one and I'll let you guys know. I actually lied. I did already finish this one for my TBR, which is The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. Yesterday, I really just listened to this audiobook the entire day. It was really only 5 hours though, so it didn't take that long to get through and I'm very glad that I listened to the audiobook. The narrator did such a good job telling this story, and Britney's story in general is just very moving and insightful into what it's like to be a pop star starting off so young. I definitely recommend this memoir, even if you're not the biggest Britney Spears fan. I think that it was just extremely insightful yet again into the industry and what it's like to be in the industry. All right, and then the last two books that I have on my TBR for January, I kind of wanted to read these for a reason, which let me explain. Next month in February, I'm going to finish ACOTAR so that I can start reading Throne of Glass and then therefore read Crescent City.
I just feel like everyone right now is talking about Throne of Glass and Crescent City, and I just don't want to be left out of all of that. Like, honestly, I'm just having FOMO with all of that because I know that I'll like the series and it's just being talked about so much and so many people are reading it right now, so I really want to read it right now.
So in February, I'm going to finish ACOTAR and then I'm going to be primarily reading Throne of Glass for the next few months, like as long as it takes me to do it. Of course, I'll be reading other books throughout that time, but point being, I'm not going to be reading any other big series or anything, which is why I decided that in January, I really want to read the Empyrean series, Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I really just want to go ahead and read these because it's not a finished series or anything. The next book isn't out yet, so if I go ahead and read these two, this series is basically done for me like right now. And Iron Flame came out not that long ago either, and people are still talking about this one a lot. And the point is just that I don't want to be left out of the conversation on any of these. But Fourth Wing is about Violet, and she spent her whole life training to be a scribe, and her war commander mother basically forces her to derail from her life plan and try out for the Writer's Quadrant. And this book follows that process. So that is my January TBR. I did not do like anything special to pick these out. Like I said, I really was just going off of vibes and like how I'm feeling right now because I want there to be high energy starting off the year. I really want to keep this momentum going. And also, how many books is this? So I read My Life with the Water Boys, and then I read The Storied Life of AJ Fickery, and then I read Britney Spears' The Woman in Me. So that's 3 books that I've already read. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I read all of those, that's already 9. Should I add one more for the sake of like, I really think that I should. Yeah, I just feel like I always do need one book that I can read on my Kindle, honestly, because if I'm going somewhere or if I'm out and bored or going to work or just really any time that I'm out and about and want to read something, it's so easy to read with the Kindle app. I think that I'm gonna add A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn onto my TBR to make it an even 10 books. This one's another romance, and like I said, I do want to have like some romance to break things up in here. It's about like 2 people that meet. Apparently this billionaire needs to get married and she strikes up a deal with him, ends up falling for him anyways, that type of vibe, which honestly, yeah, I'm gonna eat it up every time. I just will. I don't know what to say. But that's gonna be all from me today, you guys. I have been crazy in this video. So if you made it this far in the video, please give the video a like so I know that you wanna see more videos like this in the future. And aside from that, I'll see everyone in my next video. Bye.